Hey guys, so today I want to check out the new iOS 7 update for the iPhone 5. So I did just install it over here. This is how it looks like. Yes, it's a pretty intense update compared to earlier iOS updates. This is Apple have really redesigned how iOS looks like, especially all the icons that they've totally changed here. You no longer have the search option when you go to the left side, but you can now just swipe like that to bring that one up. So they removed that, and then you still have the normal pages here with all of your apps. You don't have an app drawer. You still have, when we go down like this, you can see that they've changed a little bit the notification center here to use the big calendar here and then some stocks. I'm not really sure if you can fully customize this, but definitely looks pretty interesting here. You can see that the font and everything's totally changed as well. And also, let's see here if we can take a look here. You can see now how it looks. You also see those animations that is changed when you go in and out of apps. So a total new update over there. I'm not sure if I like it or if it feels a little bit slow. I mean, this is probably the beta version right now, the beta version of iOS 7. So of course it probably will get updated. Okay, so you can see here we can change stuff in the notification center. If you want to have today's view, what we want to include here, which is pretty awesome. And if you go back here, you can see how it looks. So all of the icons in here as well have been totally changed. So there's some pretty big updates here. You can see here, you can go from the side. Maybe you could have done that earlier as well. Let's have a quick little look here at how the multitasking looks like at the moment. So they totally changed this one as well to the better, if you would ask me. So when you open up different apps here, let's open up a few different apps. Wow, Safari is really remade, I suppose you could call it. I will take a look at more probably in depth in specific apps, but now when we open up a few apps, and now when you go to the multitasking area, this is how it looks like. So first you do have all of your apps here on this page, but then you have your apps here, which is larger now than that tiny little thing that you did see at the bottom on earlier versions of iOS. So pretty sweet here that you can quickly swipe here to remove stuff. And I think that they seem to have been solving this in a pretty cool way. You still have Siri, so let's see here. What's up? So you can see it still works, Siri. Right now though, I'm not sure about if the Wi-Fi works or if it could be my carrier that's a little bit slow. This is also how the lock screen looks like. You can see that they've totally remade that. I'm not sure if I do like the gradient theme. It looks a little bit random to me. I might get used to it though. You can see here that they do have a cool thing that you finally get some toggles here. Some nice toggles here on the lock screen for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane, and then also you have a brightness slider here, which definitely is nice. You have your sound here if you're playing sound with some very nice graphics here, which is really cool. You do have some quick things here that you can have a flash there. You have the compass here, which you can, no, not compass, but the clock that you can fire up. And what else do we have? Let's see. You can also see here that the animation, I mean, it's totally changed. And instead of going from an instant to turn on the screen, it's a little bit like more smooth. When we also check out some other things here, you can see you have the iPhone speaker here, AirDrop, context only. If you would have music, just play that and change the song. We have the quick access to the camera and also the calculator. So the camera app also has been totally overhauled and remade into a pretty interesting UI here with panorama mode, a square mode, a photo mode, a HDR mode as well, and also the video mode here. Still very easy UI. Also, when we take a look at some other things in here, we can see here that you do have the clock up here at the top side. We do have also a quick little button here, so we can launch the camera even quicker if we would want to do that. So that is pretty interesting. Let's see, do we have anything more on the lock screen here? Let's see here. You can still also go down from the top here as well while you are on the lock screen. And also this is pretty cool that when you swipe here, if we would swipe instantly to the left, we would just instantly unlock the device. And you can still have your pages here, and like really every single app here has been upgraded to this new kind of UI here, which was a pretty cool move from Apple. They really changed the design, and they seem to be making some pretty nice updates. And Apple we've been waiting for this to happen, to them to make something that's pretty nice. This iOS update will of course not come at the moment, but it will come a little bit later. But it definitely is an interesting update, and I'll probably take a look at more of an in-depth video on the different various things here with iOS. But I really do like this, that they made it a little bit more nice here, that you don't have instantly search here to the left, even though that was nice. Now you just have that you swipe down like that, and then you do have the keyboard, which is also a little bit different here compared to earlier. So it definitely looks pretty cool in here. So you can see that it has a new font and everything. I don't hear any vibrations. Maybe we do have that in the settings area. So let's just see clock. You have a quick little list here of applications, and I do like with Apple that you can scroll up and down and you get that kind of like bouncy effect. I'm not really sure. I mean, we do see some lag now in the iOS, in the at least on my iPhone 5 here. So hopefully the next iPhone will solve that. And that is something that, I mean, we haven't seen that much lag on the iPhone, but of course it will come more and more. The more animations that you do get, you still don't have the option to have different widgets. So that could be something good to know. And I really don't like at the moment the small little lag that you see sometimes. But this is like the same lag that you would see sometimes also in the S4, maybe a little bit less in the S4. And hopefully they will bring out an update to that as well. We can also take a quick little look here at apps like the clock app here. The Safari browser definitely looks interesting here. Even more smooth here. I've been talking about this in earlier videos, that I just want to have a big fat bar here at the top, and it definitely looks like the new iOS or the Safari browser inside of the iPhone is pretty insane. Pretty insane update. And then also, if we continue on here, we do have the normal game center here. And sometimes, I mean, I like colors, so I do like it that they made it a little bit more colorful. I'm not really sure if I do like the I think that most people will get used to this update, but it definitely looks a lot cartoonish feeling, and I really didn't expect Apple to do this. It really feels like Apple doesn't make a sick ass update, but probably they felt that they needed to go out and bring out something that was pretty unique and pretty cool. You can see here at the top how it looks like, totally rearranged here. You see have that kind of like black theme at the top, which definitely is pretty interesting. And then also, of course, we do have the normal Apple Maps in here. What else do we have? We do have the weather app. We do have our normal photo section here, and let's see here. We have a compass here as well. So if you are in the woods and if you want to use that, then of course you can do that too. You can see here how the calling please looks like, and let's see here if we can. There we go. You just take normal pictures there as you always have. And let's see here, normal switch there is working. We do have our note section here, and every single app here, which I do like, every single app seems to have been updated with new iOS. And that is definitely something that I do enjoy, that Apple didn't just update iOS, but they also update a lot of apps. So of course there's a lot of things to go over. I still would say that it's still pretty easy. It's still a pretty easy to go here. You still doesn't have a full control, of course. See here, control center, if you want to have some access to some cool things in here. Let's see if we go down. The settings area almost looks the same, but of course they have some new things in here as well, and I might be making separate videos on new cool things that I do find about this update. It is a nice update, but right now it's only available for developers. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you want to see anything specific with the new iOS 7, please let me know about that, and I will see what I can do in a new video. And yeah, have a good day. You still don't have that option to remove all the apps when you're multitasking, something that you'll probably see in the future. But I'm curious what you think about the colors and the icons and everything. It really is a different update. I mean, they really made a massive change. So it will be interesting to see how the majority of people will take this update. I mean, at the end, everyone will get used to it. But I never thought actually Apple would do this update because it's so different compared to earlier updates. But yeah, quickly look here at iOS 7 for the iPhone 5. Peace.